let's talk about all the different flavors you can use in a charcuterie board. So you can make appetizers using dips and multi-flavored crackers, a baguette, hot dips, cold dips, fruits, vegetables, garnished with herbs. So many possibilities for delicious appetizers that actually look beautiful. And then you can do a dessert charcuterie, which is super fun too. Have some sweet dips, some cookies, some things that you can dip pudding in, maybe some sweet bread that you can cut in cubes. Tons and tons of possibilities. And then you can do themed charcuterie boards like taco night. Put everything out on a board, including the shells. Maybe a s'more charcuterie board, or a coffee bar, or a hot chocolate bar. There's just so many possibilities, and it's really about taking your food and making it look fun and presentable, yet appetizing. So the first thing that you need to do when you're going to create a board is to find the platform that you want to use. Anything works. You can do, and any size too. So you can do something like a simple platter. It doesn't have to be an elaborate charcuterie board. You can do a simple platter. Maybe I want to do one dip. French onion is always a good choice. And then you want to add some texture. So a couple different kinds of crackers. You want some direction. Notice I'm using different colors of crackers. Add some baguettes, divide them with some rosemary, throw on some grapes, and of course you would build it higher, but this is the idea. You're just building something that looks pretty and will taste delicious for your guests. So I'm gonna do a different board today. I want mine to be a little bigger, but you can even do something as simple as a cutting board. So this is this cute cutting board gift that a friend gave me. And the easy thing about this is you can build everything on this board. It's obviously food safe, and you're not going to damage the board with the food. But today I'm going to use this to start a board, because you can find something that's decorative and pretty and use that as your board. And so that's why I like this. But you do need to protect your board. Actually, you can buy something that is food safe, which of course is what you want, but sometimes the food can actually damage the board, and I know that from firsthand experience. So think about the oils that are in your foods, whether it's meats or cheeses, even chocolate chip cookies can create oil on the board and change the finish. So that is why you need to start with a structure, a base that is fun and appealing, easy to transport if you're going somewhere. And then you need a liner. So you can use parchment paper. I like to use our Epicure sheet liners. And the reason is this: Easy cleanup. I can build my entire charcuterie board on here. The edges make it easy for my crackers to stand up. And I just camouflage the edges with herbs. Super fun, super easy. So what I like to do is build starting with my dips. So I may want to do, and this is actually, these are the best. This is our 4-cup dish, and then we have our 1-cup dishes. I like these because they're clear, and so they don't take away from your theme. They actually can help with your theme because you can see whatever is in your food. So you can use the color and the texture of the food to make your charcuterie board appealing. So with this size, I think I would do probably 3 dips, maybe in here. You can also do, add for texture, like a cheese ball over on the side, which is super fun. And then now it's time to build. So when you're deciding what you're gonna build, it's all about texture and color. And it's all about having different sizes, different heights of things, which is why we have these dishes that can kind of add some dimension. And we have some herbs that will also add some dimension to our board. So let's see, what kind of dips are we going to use? Okay, herb and garlic is one of my favorites, so yes, that is happening. And garden veggie, I haven't used that here, it's amazing. So it's on my list, so we're gonna use it. So that one's gonna go there. And then let's see, how about French onion. You can never ever go wrong with French onion. So I know that I'm going to make these 3 dips and this is where they're gonna go. And so I can start building my board around those dips. You can add some of the greenery and then add some more of the greenery later. I kind of like it when the greenery comes off of the board a little bit. It just makes it look a little more natural. Kind of like it was just, you know, happened in nature. I don't know. This board just appeared. So I'm adding some greenery. Again, that is going to camouflage the edges and nobody's gonna chew on the rosemary, so I don't have to worry about my edges suddenly not being covered. So we'll add those. I'll probably add that one later after I build a little bit more. Then I wanna add some crackers. So I want different textures of crackers. So I always go out and buy some that look different, obviously taste different, maybe have some seeds in them, different colors. And so that's what we have here. I have some Triscuits, good old-fashioned Triscuits. I think those are totally like 70s food. I can just remember that from my childhood. But I love Triscuits because they're hearty and they make a nice shape. And so the fun thing about this is you create shapes with your food. So hopefully you can see that I'm building some shapes with some crackers here. Now I'm going in a different direction over here with some more crackers. And you could actually add some cheese to this, or some salami or some meats. And I'm gonna add some nuts. You could put nuts in a container or you can sprinkle them around like in a line. I also wanna add these peppers though, because you can cut them in half and they make great dippers, especially for people who are low carb, going low carb. So we're gonna pretend that they're cut in half, or you can leave them whole. It really, really, really is up to you. And we're gonna build that. So we've got some nice color. That's the other great thing is they add a beautiful, beautiful pop of color to your tray. And again, I'm building, building, building. And I know that I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna fill up these bowls with my dip. Oh, it's looking good, looking good. And then I want some more of these crackers somewhere else. And remember how I told you that it's kind of fun because the edges of this sheet pan holds up the crackers. So it's a good little trick. You can add those. And then I want to add, I think, some nuts right in here. So it's going to add some more texture right there. You can see now how we are building. And then you just continue with this. Maybe you want to add some cheese. Maybe that can go right here. Some salami can go right here. Maybe you want to add some grapes. Grapes are a great thing to add. They take up a lot of room, especially if you're doing a really large charcuterie board. Then you can fill up a lot of space with some grapes, or some olives are good. They're all delicious. So you just want lots of colors, lots of textures, have it go over the board, and you just keep on building. And so this is a start. It's not a completed board, but I think you get the idea. Continue building, continue giving layers and colors and textures so that your guests have something not only beautiful to look at, but something delicious to eat. But like I said, charcuterie boards are not just for appetizers. They can make some really fun desserts. So here is something that I am excited to make. And here's the board I'm choosing. So this is actually one that I've used before, and chocolate chip cookies made a stain on my board. So that's how I learned to use something else. So doilies are fun too. You can get these at the craft store. You can also get them at the dollar store for $1. So you get a whole collection of different sizes. So you can put a big one in the middle. Maybe you want to offset them like this. And then add some dips. Let's see, I think it would be fun to do my chocolate pudding. Now this you mix with 2 cups of milk and you put it in the refrigerator, have it set, and now you've got some delicious pudding that we can dip shortbread cookies in. Or you can make an adult party and you can mix with this 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of Kahlua or 1 cup of rum chata. And now you have an adult dipper for everyone to enjoy. So let's say we're gonna do some rum chata pudding right here. And then over here, I wanna do a different dip. Maybe our cran apple cinnamon. So it's another sweet dip that I'm gonna put right here. And then again, I want textures, I want colors, I want lots of flavors. So I went ahead and I made some shortbread cookies. So I'm gonna build those around my edges, make it look pretty. Maybe continue them over here so they kind of go across. And then I'm gonna add, ooh, this is fun. I love these. These are so much fun. You can spread them out or look at the texture that that gives just by adding that. Maybe I'll offset them a little bit. And now we've got another height. And then let's add some color over here with our gingerbread cookies. So this is our gluten-free, everything's gluten-free, but it's our gluten-free gingerbread cake mix that I've made into crinkle cookies. So delish, super versatile, and how yummy would that be for dipping? And then we can add these, which are these absolutely yummy chocolate hazelnut pirouettes. Oh my gosh, they're the best for dipping. And so we can lay them out, which would be really pretty, kind of sticking out from the board. Let's see if you can see that. So it'd be fun in different places just to have these sticking out between the cookies. Or you can put a couple in with the pudding as well. So again, we're talking about sweet dips, we're talking about savory dips, we're talking about crackers, we're talking about meats and cheeses and vegetables and fruits, nuts, everything to make a fun charcuterie dip for all of your guests this holiday season. So don't limit yourself, get out all the textures and the colors and the flavors, get yourself a board and just have fun. We have the dips that are going to make your charcuterie board, whether it's dessert or appetizer, amazing.